Hits 105.5. That was a Rembrandts with I'll Be There For You. That was a Friends theme song. Finally got it in there. Good morning. Welcome to the morning show. Hope everyone is having a thrilling Thursday morning. In the studio with me, I have Cole from Anytime Fitness, and we're going to ask the trainer questions.
Hello.
Good morning. How are you?
Wonderful. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing better.
Yeah.
You are the one that was in charge of training me on Monday.
Yeah, I was pretty mean.
No, you weren't.
In a good way.
I wasn't angry at you. I listened, and I learned the Arnold, whatever that is.
The Arnold press, yeah. It's a different way to do a shoulder press with dumbbells. Mm-hmm. Fantastic.
I've never done that before.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, okay, because it's working some other parts of my arm that I want to focus on.
Yep. The great thing about the Arnold press, because the normal shoulder press is really good for your lateral delts. Mm-hmm. But the Arnold press, it really kind of gives a whole new range of motion to using the lat delts, and it also works in your front and rears as well, because you're stabilizing as you're bringing the dumbbells to the front of your body. So yeah, it's awesome, and it's called Arnold press because Arnold Schwarzenegger made it up.
Yeah, he made several. There's a lot that he did that we use today.
Yeah, there's a ton of innovation that happened in that time frame. Mm-hmm. It's so funny looking back at how folks used to do it, because it was literally just like go to the gym, lift heavy things, and set them back down.
Yeah, we lift heavy things, we just put them back down.
Yeah, and really at the end of the day, that's what all weightlifting is. You just lift a heavy thing and you put it back down. But now there's a lot of science that goes into it. Arnold didn't have all the science that we have today, and man, that guy, it's still called, like, classic bodybuilding is still based around Arnold Schwarzenegger's physique. I mean, that's how lasting that's how lasting of an influence that he had on the fitness industry.
And I want to know what his diet was. I mean, what did he eat?
Oh gosh, I don't
I'm gonna
know.
Look into that.
I could guess that it was probably a lot of rice and meat.
Rice and chicken.
Rice and chicken.
Yeah, brown rice, chicken. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's just amazing, because I look at him back in the day, and I know there's a documentary on Netflix. I need to watch that. I have not seen that yet.
I haven't either. I just know a little bit about Arnold because we, the other owner Tyler, he dabbles in fitness or the bodybuilding industry. He competed for I think like 8 years or so, 8 or 9 years.
And so did Taylor.
So,
Taylor did
both
one
of
too.
them did. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I just know a little bit about it from them.
And he's talked to me a little bit about it too. So Anytime Fitness, I was there yesterday, and Cole trained me on Monday. And I am much better today. But it was, doing the new thing, I loved it. I'm going to implement it more and more. And because that's why I have one of you guys work with me on Monday, and then I just kind of build through the rest of the week, because there's times where I know that I'm not doing something properly, and that's why I like to work with you guys, so I have the right form, and I work on it, and I don't hurt myself.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you got to be careful. And I always tell folks, like, start lighter, and make sure you're actually getting the technique of the exercise down, and you're building your muscle memory, and then you can build from there, and your muscles are more conditioned, to actually accommodate that increase in weight, as opposed to just starting off and like, I'm going to lift as much as I can.
I've tried that.
And then you just hurt yourself and you feel like a doofus.
I do. Why was I a doofus? And went.
Yeah, you always regret it.
Yeah.
It's like, is the ego really worth it?
Yeah.
No.
It's
not.
No, but it wasn't terrible. I felt pretty good, because I was like, you know what, I can do this. But that's the one thing I like. I do like working with you guys on Monday, because I have bad hips and bad knees. And in the past 2.5 years that I've been going there, it's getting so much better, because I've worked all the muscles around it, and it's helped so much. I'm knocking on wood. So far, so good. My only problems are now my shoulders, and all the muscles around it are getting worked, and I'm not going to have that problem anymore.
Yep. Yeah, that's one of the beauties of exercise is you'd be shocked at how many issues it can fix in your body. Especially like with older folks. I always tell people, you will do your body so much more benefit by exercising than you will anything else, right? It's like, what's the biggest risk for an elderly person? It's usually a fall risk,
Yes.
right? And why is that the case? Because, well, typically they're too weak to get themselves back up off the floor, and there's a huge risk of breaking hips, breaking femurs and knees and all kinds of stuff, right? It can be really bad. But you will do your body, like your bones will be so much stronger. I mean, 3 times. That's not like an official stat. Don't quote me on that. It's not from like Science Journal or anything. But your bone density will increase so much more by exercise than it will by drinking a gallon of milk or something like that. Which is what we've always been told, right? Like you have to drink milk so you can get strong bones because it's got vitamin D and calcium and all. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's all good. But like at the end of the day, exercise. That will increase your bone density more than anything else that you can do. It's not even close. Mm-hmm. Because what are you doing when you do that? Well, your bone density naturally has to increase because your muscles are getting bigger, which means they're getting tighter and stronger, which means the anchor points, your tendons, your ligaments, everything have to accommodate that, right? So your body adapts to that stress, and it strengthens everything basically at once. It's not even just your muscles, but it's, like I said, it's your bone density, it's your tendons, your ligaments inevitably get stronger too because they can handle more workload. So yeah, I mean, I have 70-plus-year-old clients who have fallen off of stepladders in their concrete floor garage and got up immediately, and they were more worried about being embarrassed because their neighbor was outside than they were about whether or not they broke a hip. It's the benefits of exercise are just innumerous. It's the best way to lead a healthy lifestyle. So it's the best way to rehab out of certain issues.
Yeah, it is. And I was going to say that because I've seen a couple of people that have just had surgery and they're doing their physical therapy. They come in there and you guys really work with them, and it's amazing to see how far they come.
Yep.
And they still show up. I love it. I won't mention them on the air, but I see them, and I'm very proud of them.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
I'm very proud
I won't
of them.
say her name, but she is crushing it.
She is.
She did a wonderful job doing prehab. Then she had the surgeries that she had, and now she's doing her post-rehab, and it's just been wonderful. She's been absolutely crushing it, and she's not the only person.
Yeah, I see several of them.
Yeah.
Well, if anybody's listening and they're like, you know what, I need to join a gym, where are you guys located?
We are located 2016 Michigan Street, Road, Avenue, I don't know what it's called. It's 47. We are right next to Cashland in the Kroger Plaza. And Tracey, what can I see from across the parking lot?
You can see Chase Bank.
I can see Chase Bank. That's right. We're right at the very end. 6,000 square feet of smiling faces and sweaty bodies.
And I don't like to sweat, but I did on Monday. All right. Well, thank you so much, Cole. That is Ask the Trainer with Cole from Anytime Fitness. I hope you have a good rest of your day, and you'll see me in there later.
Yes, ma'am. You have a wonderful day. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Coming up next, Emotions. Yeah, I had Emotions after that. I'm kidding. Emotions by Mariah Carey. It's 105.5.